This can't be right. I think they brought me the wrong car. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have a fresh and frosty new build. It's a 2018 Ford Explorer. There, I said it. It hurts, but I said it. I know it's not a GM, but I don't mind Ford, so we're gonna fix this one. It's a limited four-wheel drive with only 9,000 miles. Looks like a pretty easy hit, no airbags. But of course, it was dead at the auction. Been charging up only 5 hours. It was a short trip home from St. Louis. So let's see if it starts, see what we're in for. Then we'll get it off the trailer. We got a little mechanical work to do. This is caution, tie rod end broken, in case you can't see it. Also, no sudden turns. They must have thought this was that generation that rolled over so frequently. Thanks, Ford, for TPMS. Good start. $9,073 miles. I think they're right. This wheel's not doing anything. Well, let's jack it up and have a look, because it's going to be hard to get it off the trailer. First, we'll have to remove our battery charger. I'll put my gloves on. I don't want to get any Ford on me. So it appears they were correct. We got a broken inner tie rod end. So we're going to fix it temporarily with this little tie rod end sleeve. Just put the two ends in there and bolt it down. It comes with little eyelets. I took those out, just put bolts in them. It's faster and you can get it a little tighter than with the eyelets. And it don't take up as much room. We can't get a tie rod end until Monday. Today's Saturday. So this will at least get it off the trailer for us. Just put it in there. Tighten it down. There's a link down below to my Amazon store. These things are in there. They're very handy. I mean, you can weld it too, but sometimes when you're trying to take it off, your tie rod end tool won't go over the bends. So this way, you just knock it back off and it comes right out. Let's throw the tire back on. See how this goes. Hopefully less screaming and then with the afternoon crew involved. Come on back. Come on.
I'm so scared.
Come on. You're fine. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ah!
Alright, a little bit more. Okay. Put in park. You can leave it run.
I did it.
So we're back inside where it's a little bit warmer. Let's take a better look at our Explorer. We'll explore our Explorer. The writing was bothering me. Presents. I was hoping that we would have had some good headlights because these aren't cheap, but this one's got all the broken tabs and I don't think I have replacements. Most of a bumper. Bolts would have been nice. Okay, Ford, I like that. So pretty much everything in there was no good, but the bumper does have a lot of stuff on it that's useful. This is no good. We got this fog light, we got a wiring harness, we got our front camera. All that stuff is still good and usually pretty pricey. So it's nice to have that stuff. We're gonna need a couple fender liners, 2 headlights, a grille, bumper, fog light, and it looks like one of the parking sensors is missing. But better than buying everything. Got a little extra damage from the auction with bonuses. Thanks guys. Thanks auction guys. A little scrape there. That might come off. Let's find out. Nope. That's into the paint. We're gonna have to paint the door. There's a little dent there too. Oh well, it happens. So we got our new Ford tie rod end. It's time to throw it in there. Part stores didn't have one, so I went with the OEM. Came with the boot and everything. That was pretty reasonably priced, so why not? First we'll break our jam nut loose. A lot easier when you got it all together. Now you can pull our sleeve off of there. Take the rest of the tie rod end out of the outer tie rod end. Now you can pull the outer clamp off our boot. And we'll open up the inner clamp so we can pull the boot off. just slide the boot off. Pretty bent. In addition to where it broke, it's also bent right at the end. So now I'll put our inner tie rod end tool on there. There's a link to one of these in my Amazon store if you're looking for one. Now I'll throw some Loctite on there before we put it back together. Make sure it stays together. Tighten it back down. And put our boot back on. Slide the outer part into its detents. And slide the inside of the boot over the rack and pinion. Squeeze our clamp on the inside of the boot. And install our clamp on the outside. We'll spin our jam nut on there. Little never sees on there. Be nice to the next guy. I'm too lazy to take the outer tie rod end off, so we're just going to screw this into the outer tie rod end. Once you get it started, it goes pretty easy. Spin the jam nut back a little bit. Get some more never sees in there. The next guy's really going to like this. Tighten our jam nut down. Extra tight so the alignment shop hates me. I'm going to pull the wheel opening molding off. Kind of annoying. Just squeeze the back of the clips. They pop out. I'll throw the tire on. I have no idea where the afternoon crew is. I suspect they're rolling in chalk and flipping tires. Now we're going to take it apart. First we'll discharge the AC. Both the AC and the radiator were still full. That's done. I'm going to start taking everything apart. Put the caps back on so no debris gets in there. Now we're going to pull the shutters off the front. This is that modern way of putting cardboard in your front of your radiator to warm your car up in the winter. Except now the manufacturers do it, and it's acceptable. Unlike when I used to do it. I was a hack that didn't want to change my thermostat. I'll pull it up on the frame rack so we can measure it and pull it if we can. That's it for our Exploder this week. Next time, we'll get it up on the frame rack and start pulling. See just how bad it really is, and if it should have been totaled or not. So like this video if you found it interesting, share it if you think somebody else might. subscribe to see whatever's coming up next or the rest of this build. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.